hold this, I want to go up and say something.
And the students in command, thank you! Greetings everybody, thank you for all showing up. I love all of you. I'm just a humble guy trying to come up with some solutions. If this budget does go through, which I really pray it does not, one of the solutions that I've come up with that I'm working on organizing is called a time bank. The idea of a time bank is that we will, instead of using money,
volunteer
our hours, and that then time credit will be shared with others and so forth. So
a new economy.
If the economy collapses, we can create our own through people.
Yep.
Do away with Canada Revenue.
Timeshare.
We can help anybody that we want to. We can build our own infrastructure, all within time. We just have to build this on the grassroots level.
Yo!
Everybody.
Yo! United will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. The people.
I have the Winnipeg Time Bank on Facebook, also Winnipeg timebank.org. But find me through Facebook, and I'm looking for coordinators to help me organize because I'm not so good myself. Thank you very much.
Yo! Woo! I'm trying.
You know, if this
What do you do with the footage that you filmed?
I need to edit it and post it online.
We're facing great challenges, but the fact that we have so many people out here that know
He's
so much,
the other guy
that
filming.
have
Have you guys met each other? Coordinated a bit?
And what that creates
Because he has a site already and everything going.
We need to go out,
And it can become a really good place for everyone just to go to one place.
It doesn't
Okay,
end
it's called
here
community
today.
TV.
Whether the
Okay.
budget passes or
I'm
not,
sure you're doing
this
your
has
own
to
thing.
continue.
But no, I'll submit my footage to him because I'm not so good at editing.
As you
I
guys
know all
already
about
heard
time
earlier in the
banks,
day,
man.
I do
I'll
head
talk
up
to
the
you.
Green Party
Awesome.
Manitoba, but I thought it was really interesting
I'm
when
not
John
an
Bennett,
expert, but
who's the head of the Sierra
Me
Club, he
neither.
spoke to the Senate on Bill
I just see a
C-31,
possibility
and he
and
started
I'm like,
out, and
let's do
I'm ad-libbing here, but yes, I am and have been a member of an environmental organization in Canada. He's paralleling McCarthyism, and it's actually happening right now. But the biggest thing for me is that this is a battle on information. I don't mind if people have different political opinions. That's fine. We need diversity, and that includes the conservative political opinion. I don't say I agree with it, but it means it concerns that. You know, when the Liberals were proposing a 100-page budget that were omnibus, guess what? Stephen Harper said, that's wrong. You're not supposed to pass omnibus budgets and, amend laws secretly. You're supposed to be transparent. You're supposed to allow access to information. Well, you know what? What are they doing? They're shutting down information. They're not allowing dissent because we can't discuss political issues if we're not recording the numbers. And, they want to say that this is about the economy. Well, you know what? Bullshit. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. And I'll tell you what. I can only give a couple examples, okay? But Statistics Canada, ending the long-form census. If you want to start a business, one of the things you might do is you might go into census information. You might do market studies using census data so that you know whether you can start a business or not. That hurts our economy. We want to talk $3 million a year for the Experimental Lakes project. Think about just the economic.
Only 2 million.
2? I thought it was 3. Okay, 2. My apologies. You know what? Let's face facts. $2 million for the federal budget is pocket change for the rest of us. That's how it works out. Now, what did it deliver? It delivered real research that helped us combat acid rain. Lake Erie is recovering right now. There are businesses starting up on Lake Erie. The value of that is practically inquantifiable because the value of lakes, to me is intrinsic. So you can't just boil it down to a dollar figure. But at the end of the day, there's real economic impacts to that. And that cost them next to nothing. And for us here in Manitoba, that means trying to recover Lake Winnipeg. And we need that research so we can recover Lake Winnipeg. And that's a huge value to this province. A huge value. So why aren't we writing these numbers? Why aren't we looking at the facts? Why aren't we looking at them objectively? No, instead they're trying to call environmentalists radicals. They're trying to say that we're money launderers. Well, bullshit. Bullshit. There's more manure than's flowing into Lake Winnipeg on that one. I mean, at the end of the day, let's get honest about this. I say that we're not the radicals. We're the sensible, reasonable people, and it's the government of the day that's acting like radicals.
Stop Harper! 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 Stop Harper!
Science and Recreation Center. That's 430 Langside. So we cook at 1, serve at 2. If you're hungry at 2, stop by and eat. If you have some time, come help us cook. And that's 430 Langside. Thank you so much for your support.
We were in front of Joyce Smith's office this morning, a bunch of us, and CBC and CTV interviewed us. We should be on tonight, and they asked me, what are you protesting? And why are you protesting? And my response at that moment in time was, you know what? Honestly, I'm thinking in front of Joyce Smith's office, I'm thinking this more of an encouragement rally. We want to encourage Joyce Smith to think about the constituents of Toronto St. Paul. And so we want to encourage Joyce Bateman to think about this omnibus bill, because the next practical step, Joyce Bateman's telephone needs to be ringing off the hook. Her telephone needs to be ringing and getting nice and hot. She needs to hear from you and every single relative and friend and his uncle. She needs to know that the people that put her in power want her to say, Mr. Harper, my phone is ringing off the hook. I got to face these people in 4 years, and I want my seat back. 3 years. We're asking Joyce Smith to do the same thing. We want Rod to do the same thing. For this bill not to pass, we need 13 conservative MPs to stand up to Harper, to stand up to the vote and say, we heard enough. All we need is 13 conservative MPs. Joyce Smith is known for her work for exploited children and missing women, exploited women. Thanks in large parts to the data collected by a sister spirit, by the way. And we ask Joyce to use that same strong voice to say no to Harper, to say no to this bill. And we're asking the MPs in Manitoba, remember your Manitoba constituents. Remember that we are the ones that put you in power. We are your bosses. Yeah. And you need to listen to us.
MPs cross the floor! MPs cross the floor!
MPs cross the floor!
MPs cross the floor! MPs cross the floor! MPs cross the floor! MPs cross the floor! MPs cross the floor! MPs cross the floor!
No, push the trigger.
Yeah, you gotta push the trigger.
It'll hold it the whole time.
Okay, now you can. Okay, I want to encourage me to come and say this, that I've written a letter to Joyce Bateman with 30 or so other constituents requesting that she have a town hall meeting with the people of Winnipeg South Centre. Everybody, all parties, and I think other people in conservative constituencies could consider doing the same thing. These are our MPs. They need to talk to us, tell us why they support this stuff and why they think it's good for their constituents, and they need to hear from us. So anybody here who's in Winnipeg South Centre, hopefully we will get a positive response from Joyce, but if we don't, then maybe we'll have our own town hall meeting. So thank you.